Welcome back, folks, to the finale of Let's Play Metroid Fusion here on the Heavy Base X channel. Welcome back, though, to a second attempt at a re-recording of Heavy Base X. And, before you notice that today's episode should have gone up today, it has not, because it's now going to re-record this again, which is sort of a pain in the ass. But what you're seeing right now is something that belongs to me, actually. This is footage from my World of Lom Plays section when I did this the first time. So, originally, my plan was I was going to troll the shit out of the SAX. Because, as of course, this is a boss battle. Should you know, this is a very hard boss battle because I was not prepared for said boss. However, this thing is kind of tough. As you can see, this is my first attempt. What you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to use charged plasma shots to attack, also combined with the fact that you're going to be also working with really difficult motions. So, what I tend to do here, well, this is the first time, this was a real shame because the first time I actually trolled the fuck out of the SAX because that was exactly what I was going to show you, was that if you need charge shots and shit to do that, you can use the you can use missiles to freeze the thing, but what you really need is the penetration power of the charged plasma beam / waver and all that shit. Even though you really could just need a bit of that. So this is just a very difficult first phase. Not too hard, but once it starts to glow, the SAX though, does technically get a little bit easier. So once you do, you can hit it, but you can hit it with the space jump, but it's not a good idea. This is essentially max power. Yeah, I am doing terrible this one. I couldn't find the other one, so I had to use footage that is actually mine. Because once you work for long plays, is that you do that. Anyway, once it does that, the SAX mutates into this thing, which is kind of easy at this point, because you are going to be needing quite a bit of action. Now, you could try and space jump it, but that's not a good idea. You can try shooting it, but what you need is charged plasma beams. And it doesn't last long as well, because, you know, all that stuff. Just ignore what I did the first time, and then once you get a few hits, it'll then reduce itself to a core form. It reduces itself to a core form, which then you will need to hit a few times. That's really the gist about this, actually. And once you get this out of the way, it basically just becomes a survival. This is the easiest part of the battle, it really is. Even though I'm literally down to my last bits of health here. Don't worry though, we're nearly done with the whole thing, so... Considering this is the first time I played this, I had no problems. Second time, not so much, but once you defeat it, you would assume you would absorb the Core X bomb, except it conveniently goes away. How convenient. But literally, we have no health right now, and we have things to do. So, once you get that out of the way, and believe me, you will need to do this, once we head to the control room, head to the operations room, and then set the target to SR388, which means it's now time to us to get the fuck out of here. It is now time for the Metroid cut thing, and it's time for ourselves to head out of here. So once we do that, we got no time to waste. Time to leave. Basically, everything else is on lockdown because, you know, that and shit. So, head down to this. I mean, the reason why the health is so low is there's a certain amount of sequence coming up later, which, you know, trains us. So, everything's on lockdown, the navigation's on lockdown, the save room is on lockdown, all the rooms are on lockdown. Now, you could go in here, recover here, but I think that's a bad idea, considering it's not going to help you at all. You can go back, you look at the calls to the scientists, that's not going to be around forever. Let's just head back the way we came, really. There's nothing else. The save rooms, as you can see, they're on permanently disabled because it's an emergency. And that's really about it. Head down towards there, towards this, and we're going to be heading back towards our ship. So head back towards the ship, not a problem. And once we do that, we'll be heading back. Everything's been destroyed, something's gone wrong, which is not good. And then we'll probably find the source of... So anyway, As we find out, it's a mutated Omega Metroid, and things happen, and unfortunately, it's not going to do anything. And simple, and because all that is, and all that stuff, we're literally down to our last bit of health, and that's basically it.
And it got fucked too. And wow, it's gone. There we go. Oh shit! We're back to our normal colours. Good, right. In order to defeat the SAX, you need to aim upward and then do this. Just run left and right, left and right. When it does, since it's a Metroid and vulnerable to the ice, to the cold, it should be. You can pretty much do this for the rest of the thing, and that's really about it. Really, that is all. That is all you need to do, and it just changes colours. Just like in originally X, it just does this, and this, and that's it. That was kind of shit. That was easy. Right. Hello? Hurry up. Come on, ship. How is the ship flying? Good question. Don't care. Getting out now. Time to go. And that's it. And now the research station goes directly onto SR388, destroying it for good, killing off not only the X, the planet, and the Metroids for good. There is no more regrets. That perfect military mind. So as Samus figured out later, Adam Malkovich actually survived until she actually found out that the minds of leaders and science were uploaded onto computers. Basically, it's my incredible reunion. Yeah, indeed, her reunion with Adam saved the universe. But how will they? Now, my theory is that there's going to be another Metroid game, and they specifically said there's going to be another Metroid game. I reckon what they'll do is they're going to turn her into a fugitive, and they're going to send her into some sort of hub world, which has multiple things. I may have actually said this before, but I'm not so sure. But I would love to see. Now, Adam will tell you that basically. So, and there is wisdom in Adam's words. We're all bound by experiences and all that, so that's really about it. In the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. This is what Adam taught me. Yes. That's why I want. How the heck can the ship still fly? Before I faced the Omega Metroid, it was Omega Metroid. Ship moved by its own, guided by someone else's hands, is impossible. No, and now Adam just conveniently just basically says, what's wrong? Yeah, I want to know what's happening. Well, bugger me. Back when we saved them from being destroyed in Super Metroid, they basically did the same favor. And it leaves on that good note. Well, that is Metroid Fusion, ladies and gentlemen, and it's over, just like that. Well, I like this. I just wanted to say, I wanted to give Fusion the chance because I was in the hospital for about a month with a liver abscess, and it sucked horribly. But I had a 3DS with me, and I got bored, and I wanted to play through Fusion again, so I did. I never did complete Fusion while I was in the hospital, but there was one thing it did allow me to do, and that it made me decide to actually do this as an LP. So that's really about it, actually. That's the one thing I just want to point out, is that I just want to thank people. This is technically the third best Metroid in the series. Actually, technically, it's the fourth one. I put it as a comparison to Mega Man 4. It's still Mega Man 4 is my favorite Mega Man of all time because of how efficient it was. It's fourth in the Mega Man tierage. Just like Metroid Fusion is better than I would say Prime 2 and Prime 3 to an extent. But it pales compared to the original, the Super Metroid, and that one. So I just want to kind of point to several things. It's just that, yeah, this video is actually going to go on longer than it should. But when the credits finish, it's where I'm going to end as well. So, what's to come in the future? That's the question. Now that I've done Super Metroid and I've done Metroid Fusion, there's 2 Metroid games completed, and I just wanted to get this out of the way. So, And of course, this is Satoru Iwasha being executive producer. It's kind of a shame of his passing, but yeah. I want to also thank Proton John, his inspiration for making me do this. So, as we conclude this LP, technically there's one other game in the Metroid franchise I want to do next. You all know what it is. I know what it is. It's going to be the greatest LP of all time. And I'm going to leave you on that note. Just as Samus Aran basically shows up for us, and that's really about it. So, complete this in 3 hours and 1 minute, and I complete everything at 100%. No need to go back for anything, just like I did freaking extra stuff, and I wished it actually was. So, that's it, folks. The next Metroid LP someday will be Metroid Prime. Bye for now.